Effect.
That's the same. I'm not the one who did it.
Get the fuck out!
Villain is how much pussy you get.
Hey guys, welcome back to the 6th episode of the 0 to 100 podcast. Today we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories, so it's going to get a little crazy. I'm your co-host Jose, and here we have Kash.
Yeah.
And Mike, our co-host guest,
Get
whatever
offline.
he is. And then Horseface, give us a fat nay.
I'm the king of games.
Hold on, stop. I'm the king of games.
That's crazy. We're about to have a
Conspiracy, there is no king of games.
Duel? I'm Dirty Dan.
He's about to bust out
Who
junk
do you
synchron.
guys think is Dirty Dan?
Me.
Junk synchron.
Junk synchron. Yo, that's crazy.
We were on the car ride here, and Mike had a fat junk synchron in the fucking cup holder.
You keep that in your car?
Yes. No,
You never know when you're going to
reason.
pop a
I have a
junk
good
synchron.
reason.
You'll never.
I have
Wait,
a
hold
good
on. I gotta hear his reason. I have to hear. his reason.
Okay. So once upon a time, right? Aunt gave me the junk synchron card, right? So let's just say I'm out traveling, right? Let's just say I'm in Spain, right? And some Spanish kid is like, yo, I want to duel you. And some Spanish kid is like, I want to duel you. I already have the best winning
got
card.
junk synchron on
yes,
deck.
of course.
I always
Alright,
keep.
back to our regularly scheduled program. Our conspiracies aren't about Yu-Gi-Oh today, guys.
Unfortunately.
Ready? The first
Unless.
one we'll talk about here is the moon landing, right?
Okay.
So the moon landing's always had a lot of like speculation and conspiracy. It's fake. No, that's the first topic I want to bring up. Do you think the moon landing is fake?
Wait.
No, I don't
Fuck
fucking
no.
think the moon.
Do you think it's
landing
fake,
is
Mike?
How do we know people went?
It's fake.
That's fair. I mean, he does have a point.
It's a yes or no question.
No.
No, the video has been destroyed.
Uh,
The video of the original moon landing has been destroyed. So unless you were physically there the day it aired, you don't know what it looked like.
We have shit on Mars, bro.
but we don't have people.
But we
on
don't
Mars.
have people.
Yes, that's
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? We don't have people on Mars.
you
He is
know what I mean?
correct.
And how long did it take to even get to Mars? It took like a couple years.
Yeah.
No, it takes 7 months.
It took like a couple months.
hot minute. That's what
No,
it
wait, but
takes.
what do we have in the moon though? I want to know.
Nothing.
A flag.
A flag?
Right?
Okay,
We'll
so
get into that. That's
no.
the next thing
Hold on.
we're gonna talk
Did you guys
about.
know that the flag actually got knocked down when the rocket was launching?
Or because it was never there.
We're
I
not
just-
friends no more.
I just want to say, if
Because
we
it's
can't
not
breathe in space,
fake.
how come flags can breathe in space? That's just
Yeah.
crazy.
How come when the flag was there, it was waving around when there shouldn't be any air? I'm just saying.
We don't know it was.
Because it's breathing.
Wait,
Because the film was destroyed.
Actually, hold on.
Because it was
The
fake.
flag was waving because the rocket was taken off.
They
It's
weren't
because the
they were
rocket's
next
breathing?
to the flag.
What? They were recording. They were standing. They weren't even in the rocket.
They were holding it.
You're still talking to me like I like you. Anyway.
Because it's fake.
I just want to say, how they're recording it, but did they leave something
Cameras
behind?
can't breathe. How did they even work in space?
That's what I'm saying.
Fake,
Thank you.
exactly. Ready?
Thank you.
Ready? No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
actually get a little serious here. Ready? What if it is fake? What do you think that would imply to the world?
That would imply to the world that we've never been to the
Yeah.
moon.
That it's fake.
It's fake. Do you think Russia just started milli rocking and dabbing on us?
Yeah, because they beat
better
us.
than
Probably.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that means
because
they beat us.
definitely
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Now, if it is fake, do you think they'd ever let us know?
No, but if ours is fake, what makes you think Russia's wasn't?
Because ours wasn't fucking fake.
Yeah, it was.
What do you mean?
I said if ours was
If
fake.
it is.
If our under the
Because
impression
there
that
is
ours
plenty of evidence as to it being fake, but there's also evidence as to it being real.
right, but if it was fake, what makes you think Russia actually got there?
I think my favorite meme about that is when they show the fucking bottom of the booth.
I mean, I feel like Russia can't be fake because they set a fucking monkey up there.
Did it come back?
No. What?
Oh, they fucking died.
So
The monkey's gonna know how to come back?
Yes.
yeah,
Of course.
No.
we're monkeys. We know how to come back.
Anyways.
No, I meant we evolved from apes. Yo, why does everything have to be taken wrong with you? Like I swear I hate all of you.
All right. So
Ew.
continuing on with the moon and the actual recording. Apparently, the day of the recording, the day the moon launch happened, there was, I don't know if you guys know about the 2-minute dead phase.
What?
Everything completely cut out, and there was no audio, no visuals, nothing for 2 minutes. And when it came back, NASA stated that the camera had overheated.
How did it overheat in space?
It's still a
It's
fucking
cold
camera.
in
Yeah, it's cold as
But
shit.
it's cold in space.
It
They should have just streamed it on
overheated.
Twitch.
They should have streamed, yes, in the.
The
They
moon
should've
has
streamed it
no
on Twitch.
heat whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as space
Now,
has
now
no
there are a
heat.
lot of theories about this 2-minute dead phase. Some people use it towards evidence as it being fake, and they're just dumbasses and the camera died.
Yeah.
Or they say that NASA wasn't actually live. They were a little bit behind, kind of like how WWE records their segments.
Mm-hmm.
And the astronauts saw something that shouldn't have been exposed to the
No,
public eye.
I heard about that.
You heard about that?
I heard because he was like, I see something, and then that shit was like,
Yeah, he said I see some. Apparently, it got deciphered, and then somebody actually took the audio from that 2-minute dead phase, and they found it, and it said, "We see a bunch of extraterrestrial objects, Captain. What do we do? They're really big," and it was something like that. You can look it up. I'll link it down in the video description.
Really?
Yeah, but apparently allegedly what it said. I don't know if it's fake or not. It could be fake. But apparently there's a
fucking
lot of
hope it's not.
speculation. There's a lot of speculation that on the moon there are aliens, especially because we've never been to the dark side of the moon, and the only people that have had that 2-minute dead phase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've ever seen what Neil Armstrong and the other guy Buzz, the other guy when they came back for the interview, they look shook as shit.
Mm-hmm.
They look fucking shocked. They look like they just seen a ghost.
What if they went? What if they went and they did come in contact with extraterrestrials, but they took their bodies and they
Yeah,
I was
came-
gonna say, what if they
came back-
are the
Yeah.
extraterrestrials?
Yeah, what if they came
Oh.
back as
You
the
guys
extraterrestrials?
woke. But no, apparently, allegedly, they see the extraterrestrials, or they just saw the ships, the UFOs. There were no actual aliens inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
But they saw that, and then when they came back and reported it, they said, "Okay, you have to hush, hush, or else we're, gonna fuck you up and kill you and your family."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
makes sense.
So,
I would have still exposed. Well, I mean, if they're
No.
gonna kill me, I probably would expose them.
I mean, he took it to the grave. Yeah, Neil Armstrong died, and then they took it to the grave.
Yeah.
Died on my birthday.
Did he really?
Yeah, he died August 28th. Yeah, he died on my birthday.
He was a real one.
Happy
was a
birthday.
What?
We're a couple months off of August. More than a couple, but we're a couple.
Little
off.
couple of months. But like, what do you guys think would happen? What do you think would be more realistic? The camera dying, or there being aliens in the 2-minute dead
Well,
phase?
I mean,
complete 2 minutes of silence.
Based
nothing
off
showing
of
up.
evidence, it would probably be more realistic that the camera died.
It's fake.
And then they hit us with a little swapping mags, and then they just slap some batteries back, and then
Bro, but
swapping mags.
they're like, it's NASA. Like, are you
Yeah.
really gonna make that small of a mistake?
Yeah, it's
That's
like,
fair.
They literally spent billions.
You
on
have
it.
so
That's
much
fair.
money. It's like Elon Musk making a fucking mistake like that. Like,
Yeah, but
I
I,
know.
mean, yeah, this is important. I was gonna say like some people do make mistakes. Like every once in a while, you'll make a small mistake. But I guess this is like the biggest event for like mankind.
Now
so
here's the real
I
kicker.
don't know if they would.
There is this Japanese astronaut. I can't remember his name. I swear I'll look it up later and I'll let you guys know. But he apparently just flat out said, "Yeah, there are aliens on the moon." Just flat out.
Has he been offed yet?
Who knows? Who knows?
I also feel like that, like, if there really is alien life out there on the moon, why cut it? Why keep it a secret from us? You know,
Because
So we don't freak out.
That's
Paranoid.
pretty close to us.
that's
That's
fine.
paranoid.
So I feel like that would cause a global freak out.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
people would start freaking out irrationally. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if I knew there were aliens on the moon, I wouldn't be phased
I'd be
by it.
fucking hype.
Yeah, I'd be more hyped. than
My
Yeah, but
my
yours-
biggest
yeah.
dream is to one
Moon's
day.
haunted.
The moon's haunted. There are way too many theories on the moon and what's on the moon.
Yeah.
It makes me want to go to the moon.
Well, that's
I
just a Destiny meme. But
Now
It's
that-
actually just an Easter
now,
egg.
now that you've said it, I want to go to the.
I want to go to the moon because there are a lot of theories circulating the moon. Not even just with the 2-minute dead phase, because apparently in the dark side of the moon, you guys know about the dark side, right? The one that has no light and anything like that. There are a shit ton of craters allegedly,
Yeah.
but a lot of people think that there's a lot more over there, like the aliens. There could be wherever the Nazi base is and Hitler's hiding
Atlantis.
there. Atlantis is there. Who
Do
knows?
people think Hitler's
What?
hiding on the moon?
Some people do. No, they don't think he's hiding on the moon. They think there's a Nazi base on the moon.
Okay.
They think that.
They think I said okay, like that's more realistic.
not.
They think that.
I mean, you ever play Moon and Black Ops? There you go.
They think he found out how to get to the moon. That's
He got
probably where
us. No, he got us.
That
Mike
probably
got
helps
us.
strengthen the theory. to be
Yeah, I
honest, when
wouldn't
they
doubt
really-
Yeah,
it.
people are gonna be like Treyarch is in on it.
Yeah, but like, but yeah. So apparently, the dark side of the moon. Some people think that the Nazis figured out how to get to space, which isn't completely impossible because
No.
they were on their grind back
Yeah.
then.
I feel like it's a little impossible for that to go unnoticed.
What for the Nazis to like
Yeah,
to shoot?
like
on
for
the
them
know.
to do that without.
If it happened very
Any
early
other
on when
country
they
knowing?
started taking over,
Yeah, I
then-
feel like if
then
it
they
started,
definitely.
I think if it started right after like Hitler stopped like letting people into the country.
I feel like there's a little soft spot before he attacked Russia and Japan attacked the U.S. that he could have done it and nobody would have been like, that's crazy.
But we didn't do that stuff yet. You really think they would have had the technology to do that before.
They had better
Us?
technology than all of
Germans-
us before.
Germans-
Germans had the best technology in the world back then.
I thought Russia did.
No, Russia had cold.
Yeah.
That's all they had. Their technology and weapons weren't as good. They just had a Mother Nature. on
Because
their
German
side.
was, the Germans. If it wasn't the fact that it was ice cold in Russia, Germans were folding them. Like they was a pretty evenly matched battle for the most part. It was a
Yeah.
little bit more uphill for the Russians, but like
Let me put it in this perspective. Would you rather Boomhilda or Mustang and Sally?
he's right. No, he's right.
Mustang and Sally.
No, no,
Get
you
the
wouldn't.
fuck out of here.
Unless you
Oh
had,
my
maybe if
God.
you had PhD, but even then the ammo count is like, ooh.
Yeah, honestly, like Boomhilda all the way.
Yeah, I'm taking a Boomhilda over the Mustang and Sally any day.
I feel like I agree with that.
I'll do it for the
Horseface.
one time.
You think
I
you're
agree with Horseface.
you think you're
God.
taking a Mustang and wait, you're taking Mustang and Sally over Boomhilda?
Really?
Really?
I might.
I don't know. I really like the Mauser.
I feel
over
like
the
Ant wouldn't
1911.
survive 10 seconds with a Mustang and Sally.
Like I really like the Ant probably
Because
would.
I wouldn't take that shit.
That's what I'm saying. So what is this argument about?
Yeah, honestly.
I'm just saying what I would prefer.
You would prefer like in
Them shits do damage, bro.
they could do.
To you?
Hold on, wait. We're not gonna talk about how the Boomhilda is a one.
Why are we
shot.
talking? Okay.
No.
I just wanted to make the
Before we
point.
stop, the Boomhilda is a one-shot Mark II. It is just a single instead of a 3-round burst. You're gonna tell me that shit does not slay.
Mustang and Sally.
Don't talk
murders
to me anymore. Let's
Oh
get
my
on
God,
topic.
that's crazy.
Seconds.
That's how you lost your permit.
That's fair enough. He did catch you. He caught you.
But yeah, so the moon, crazy. What do you think is up there on the moon? If you were to go right now, which you obviously would, I would.
I
don't
would
know if
too.
you guys-
Now I would,
definitely
now that-
go
now
up
that
there
we've had this
just to see what's going on. I'll keep my mouth hush hush, government. You know
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
if they pay me though.
Yeah,
like,
facts. Like I'll keep it like, you know what I mean?
Like you give me a cool 10K, like I'll shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't know if 10K is.
No, 10K is enough for me. If
Like
they
me,
give,
me and Cash would dap each other up and talk about
Those
it on our
kinds
own
of
song.
secrets, bro.
to
10K.
not say anything, I could forget it in a heartbeat. $10,000 for
As long as-
I
existing.
don't know if that's enough
As
because
long
that
as-
is information.
No, I know, but that's information that I don't know if the rest of the world needs to know.
I mean, think about it this way: would you rather take the 10K and not say anything, or take the 10K, say something, and just get killed?
Although then again, my thing is like, if I do go to the moon and I find something and they give me the 10K, I'm monitored for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
They are
Yeah,
that.
they're on your ass.
No,
Yeah.
so actually now that I think about it, Ant's probably right. For the monitoring, I would definitely need like at least 200K at minimum.
200K.
Because
You're-
that's
you're
6
lowballing
figures.
it. You're
Yeah.
No,
lowballing
but that's
it.
6
I
figures.
feel like I
I've-
wouldn't do it for anything under $1 million because that information is ridiculous.
I mean, think about it though. With all that monitoring, your FBI agent now has a few friends just to talk with. You know,
That-
just about
that's
your search
fair
history.
that information is legitimately world changing.
Yeah.
Who's to say
but I don't-
who's to say they would even offer you money and not just straight up kill
Yeah,
you?
but that's a
Yeah,
different. But
that's
that's
true.
but that's a different thing. It's like it's world changing
but
if
then-
it's something like massive. Like if it's aliens, I don't know if it's world changing.
Yeah, but
I
then
think it's world changing.
but then people know that you went to the moon and then like you got killed. Like
yeah,
there's
they'd be like, yeah, but that would just lead into the realm of conspiracy.
yeah, and then but I feel like the world would or at least the U.S. would probably.
I don't think
turn.
that would go unnoticed.
Yeah, the U.S. would probably turn on the government if like
Yeah.
I went to the moon and then I told somebody something and me and that person both got capped.
Well, I mean, think about it this way, right? What's more clean in the sense of like keeping things private, giving someone motivation to not speak at all,
Yeah.
despite how much money it is. As long as they're silent, you know, you can still like, there's still the possibility of
Yeah.
like them going to someone else, like, I saw aliens, or just wiping them, just clapping.
I don't
you know?
think they could do that in this day and age.
Yeah, there's no way they could kill me.
I
and-
think it's impossible to sweep something like that under the rug and it go unnoticed.
Yeah, there's no way for them.
Especially in these times.
There's no way for them to kill me and then make it seem like it was an accident, like I died on the,
Yeah.
because if they say I died on the moon, that makes people more suspicious as to what's
Yeah,
going
exactly.
on the moon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then if they say I died in the shuttle, like on the way home or on the way there, then they're kind of like, well, what did they do?
No.
Because I was under their jurisdiction.
Now, you know how Elon Musk is doing the whole SpaceX thing, right?
Yep.
Right.
Let's say he finds something on the moon. Do you think he would say something?
No.
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 Because at that
Elon
point,
Musk is for the people.
I
bro.
feel no, but I feel like Elon Musk feels like he's too smart for us.
yeah, he definitely
Nah,
does.
Elon Musk is for
The
the
thing is,
people.
though,
He would tell
there's
us.
no amount of money you can give him to get him to hush hush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so if he did decide
He
to
already
tell us
has
that,
that money.
Unless he's
I feel
already
like he'll
on the
do it to
government side.
spite.
He'll do it to spite.
He'll
just
do
hold
it to
up that
spite.
information.
No,
Like, the
I
government-
don't think he is. I think he is genuinely for the people.
know what I'm saying? Like, if Elon Musk finds something and the government is like, don't say anything about it, Elon Musk would probably
For
say
all
it out
we
of
know, he
spite.
probably is an alien. So
That's fair enough.
Like,
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
true.
know,
with-
dog.
I mean, with that
Mark
majestic being,
Zuckerberg.
I believe
With
it.
Kyle's name,
Yeah.
X-AE, so stupid.
I don't know, man. He's a very crazy genius. That please don't sue me and give me money. But yeah, it's crazy. The moon is so full of like shit that like you can like unravel and think about. That's just crazy. When in reality, it's probably just nothing. In reality,
Just a bunch of rocks.
It's just a
Just
rock.
some rocks.
It's literally just a
No, I
rock that
don't.
gets darker the more you walk on it. So
I don't think I.
But
believe
but there
that.
could be things on it.
there could possibly be things. If not, there could have possibly been something.
The fact that it's been this long since we've been there and it's still like undiscovered, I don't think that's a
Yeah,
coincidence.
I feel like
So you don't think
yeah.
the government is capable of holding that a secret for that long?
No, I
No,
definitely
I
do
definitely
think they
believe
are.
they're capable of that. That's why I think that like that can't be a coincidence. That we were there that long ago and we still have no information about that side of the moon.
Oh, we just never went.
Yeah. How about what if we did go to the moon and had that recorded, right? But because there was so much shit on the moon, they decided to fake it. That should be crazy. What do you think about that, Cash?
Apparently, people say it's a green screen.
Yeah, some people do say it's a green screen, and some people say they see a little like a speaker thing on the top.
I'm
right.
telling you, Twitch, bro.
No, what?
They Twitch streamed
They
it.
Twitch
Yes.
streamed it.
I
They
don't
should
know,
have.
bro.
I think-
This whole world is filled with a bunch of bullshit like that.
Yeah.
People say it's just a simulation.
What if
Hey.
life is actually a
Bro.
Hey,
Some people say deja vu is.
fuck
No,
it.
I think deja vu is just because we can see the future, Loki. Like,
No,
I'm
I don't
I
think
talked
that's
to you
what
about
it
deja
is.
vu.
I
We'll
think
talk about that a little later.
what I think that is like the theory I believe that deja vu is the parallel universe theory. I think it's that. Like where you've already like lived through that before and like now it's happening in this universe.
What
We'll
about
talk
that
about
one
parallel.
thing?
We'll talk about parallel when we get to time
I
travel.
don't
I
fucking
want to talk
remember
about
what the fuck it was called though. But it was like people subtly go into a different place, like out of nowhere.
That's an alternate reality.
I know what you're talking about. I saw something on TikTok,
The
right?
Mandela Effect.
The Mandela Effect. That's
no,
just
that's something different.
that's just
Yeah, that's
something
not
that
the
you could have
same.
sworn was something, but then over time you look back and it was something completely
Like the
different.
Berenstein Bears.
Yeah,
thing.
but that
Bears
people
thing,
saying
Bears.
like it's just you going into a different, like a whole different universe.
Look, ready, Mike. What do you know the show Sex and the City? Yeah, you sure it's called Sex and the City? What do you think it's called?
I'm pretty fucking
It's
sure
fucking
Sure,
Sex and the City.
It's Sex and the City.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, it's not.
No, it's
Really?
not.
No, it's not.
Yes,
no,
it
it
is.
isn't.
No, it isn't.
No,
I
it is
swear to
not.
God,
I
it's
knew
not.
I knew he was leading with that. So that
If it is Sex and the City, I'm never
Nah,
watching television
nah,
again.
Sex and the City.
Nah. The Flash is real and we're living in Flashpoint. There's no fucking way. There's no
Bro,
fucking
that's
way.
crazy.
Sex and the City. You guys didn't know that?
That's
There's
the
no
Mandela
way.
Effect.
That's the same. I'm not the one who
out.
did it.
Get the fuck out!
There is no way.
Yo, hold on.
That's
Keishan, let me give you
that's
another
what-
example of
that's
that.
what
We
it
were talking
is.
about this earlier today, or it might have been yesterday. I could be slightly dumb. You remember Photon Eyes Galaxy Dragon?
Yeah.
Or Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon? My apologies. You believed it was an Xyz monster. It's a normal monster.
Yeah, so essentially, I believe that a card was black when it's actually been
believe
fucking
shit.
brown the entire time.
And it
I
has
Mandela
swore,
yeah,
I
I
swore
promise
it was
you.
black. I swore it was fucking
Every
black.
time I've ever seen that card, ever,
It's been black.
Yes.
I swear it has.
You know, it's crazy. This is the world we live in. The time travel. They say that what the Mandela Effect is, it's just people traveling through time, and like because they change the smallest thing, it changes just a letter in a word or a word, something like that. So you remember like that because your apparent memory hasn't been changed, but the actual physical interaction with the thing has. So that thing has changed. No fucking way.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I don't
might as
believe it.
well,
I
while we're
refuse.
here, let's talk about time travel. And what the fuck time travel actually is. What is time travel, Cash? You are a genius, our expert here, Cash.
All right, so time travel.
Jumped.
At this point, what we know is that
There's nothing.
time.
We
How do we know you're not a time traveler?
Anyway,
We
So-
really know nothing.
I-
Alright.
Well, I disagree with that. We've known since the 30s. My fault.
Anyway, so what we know right now is that time travel, in theory, is a multiverse kind of thing. Where once you time travel, you don't just time travel, you travel through space and time.
Yeah.
So now you travel, instead of going to a different time point like a time period in our universe. You're now in a different universe in that time point. So once you change something there, it's changed that universe.
Yeah.
Our universe is
Yeah.
still the same and unchanged. The only difference is that you are currently not here in this time, like at that moment.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
I think that what time travel is.
I hope
think
it's not.
the only way to achieve time travel isn't even to travel through our time. It's to go to an alternate timeline, just more ahead. That's what I think would be time travel, because it's considered time travel, but I don't physically think it's possible for this timeline to actually just physically go forward.
I feel as though it is, but you've heard, everybody knows the theories, like if you spun the Earth in the opposite direction fast enough, then it would like reverse time, which in theory would work, but we have no way of actually spinning the Earth in the opposite direction. And if you
Just
spun
run
it
backwards.
I hate you. If we spun it the current direction fast enough, we would go forward in time, which again makes sense because our time. But the other thing is, you would also have to revolve the Earth around the sun faster too, because turning the planet itself,
just nothing would change.
days would pass.
Yeah,
but
that's
the
it.
meaning
That's
of
it.
the meaning of the day would change because days are going by faster.
Yeah.
So one day, like if the planet doubled, one day would be 2, but years would now be, instead of 365 days, we would have to double that.
Yeah.
So unless we spun up the revolution of the Earth and the rotation is then when days would be faster, like actually faster.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, because I think time travel has already happened.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, because if time travel isn't possible, it would have never happened, right?
Right.
But if it is possible, it's impossible for it not to have happened already.
Yeah.
Because how easy is it for somebody to come back in time and just go to this certain time period?
Right. But we also don't know. Another thing is we don't know if the future. So we don't know that this time that we live in isn't like for us it's the present, but we don't know that the future is accessible.
Yeah.
Like we don't know that the future is the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's kind of hard to
So it's
explain.
always
But
the present.
but like people are like for example, Trunks is from the future, but we don't necessarily know that his future is present for him and present for us at the same time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
his future isn't going at the same time as our future.
Yeah.
So like if a day passes in his future, a day passes in ours. It's not like that. We don't know
Yeah.
that exists. We don't know that this isn't the only time. This isn't the
what
only
do you
time that
think are the
exists.
odds that somebody from the future comes and sits there right now and say we're saying something completely wrong?
Well, then we're wrong.
We're fucking wrong.
Prove us wrong,
But-
Ant.
Prove us wrong, Joe.
But I, as a Scientologist, to you, I am an expert. I have been
This is what
researching
we're
this
doing now?
for at least 17 years. At least.
Do you mind if I say something?
6 episodes, this is what happens.
Hold on. So my thing is like, with there's science is the truth. All right. As long as you believe it.
No, I think
I felt
God is the
silence.
truth.
Yeah. That's
Censor
what I
his
would think
face.
is the truth.
Anyway.
God is definitely. I feel like God would lead to science, which is the truth, if you believe in God.
If okay, so I won't divulge my my beliefs here now
Yeah.
because that would be controversial, and I like you guys. So, let's say God is real. If God is real, then science is an extension of Him.
Yep.
And while it would be very like contradictory for Him to have created us, but also to have like evolved from apes.
Yeah, that's what
It's like, how do they both work together?
that's what like makes me question my belief sometimes, because like I do believe in
I do not want us to get into God.
it doesn't matter, it's too late.
Yeah.
I do believe in like God and stuff like that, but evolution has been proved to be real.
Right.
Yeah,
But at the same
evolution.
time,
I believe evolution is real.
I feel like if
Yeah,
God
but
is
then
real,
it's harder to believe in.
How is it hard?
like,
How does that make it harder
Christianity.
to believe in
no,
God?
I think
Because said God made people.
right, but I think then the way we're taking our belief in God is the wrong way, because it says God made Adam and Eve. But
Listen.
what if God just made two organisms like billions of years ago?
Listen. You guys are talking now, but like, you guys haven't actually read the Bible. You might have just read a part of it, but there are actually 2 stories, and neither of them are real. And I can say that and still believe in God, because it's no proven fact that Adam and Eve is actually real. I don't
Right.
believe that
Right.
situation is real. I don't believe that there's a dome.
Right.
I don't think that's real at all. there's an area that people say could be it or was it, and I don't think it's real.
Right.
I think the point of that is a message to people, and original sin isn't that, but it's just because people are naturally born with greed, evil in their hearts.
Right.
Because each and every single one of us aren't the perfect people.
Right. There's
So
no
we're
such
each
thing.
born
Of
with
course.
that thing. So it's supposed to, from what I learned,
Symbolize.
from what it's supposed to symbolize that's humanity in a whole, in a nutshell, right there. The story of Adam and Eve is humanity in a nutshell. That we could have a perfect life, but we ourselves fuck it up. That's
Okay.
pretty much what it is. So you're not supposed to.
Okay.
You're supposed to take it with a grain of salt and not
Okay.
fully think it. You're not fully supposed to think that God killed every single human in Noah's Ark, because if you believe in God, you know that shit wouldn't really be the case.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're not supposed to take any of that
Well-
into consideration.
well,
You're
people-
supposed to take those as moral messages, because at the end of the day, people wrote the Bible, not God.
Right.
And people fuck up.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
you shouldn't take the Bible into full consideration when
Right.
you're talking about God. I can still be a Christian and say I don't believe in some of the things the Bible says.
Yeah. My thing is like if God were to exist, it would be like people's argument for not believing in God is, if God existed, why are these bad things happening?
Yeah.
But there are other people who are like, God gives people what they deserve. But good people have, like, their families die, like they have families die, or people murder their families or stuff like that. And people are like, well, what God would allow this?
You know, I think that what I've always thought is, because he gives us, because of free will, he doesn't control any of it, but he just knows it's going to happen. But
Yeah.
he can't control any of it.
That's
Not
also-
that he can't, but he just doesn't.
That's also like, I feel like for some people, they believe in that God is a representation of order. If God is able to have complete control,
Right.
that like over everyone, that he's not giving anyone free will, because if he wanted, he could allow us to live a perfectly normal life, full of, like, we're healthy, we have all our necessities, we could do whatever it is that we please through him. However, on the opposite side of the spectrum, because whatever you believe, because Eve ate the apple, you know, there's many stories about that, but like, well, let's just say we're go with this one, then that means that we were given free will, and to many people that's good. I believe that's good. But
Free will is good.
I feel that like many people also see that as evil, because through free will we are not able to do what people say is evil things. And, you know, like, obviously there are evil things that people do through their own free will, like, you know, like you said, killing, stealing, you know, like all that. But when you like put the values, what do you value more at the end of the day? Control. So you're selling away your free will for safety,
Yeah.
or you're selling away
totally
all
agree.
that safety just for free will to do whatever it is that you please.
I fully agree. I fully agree, because let's say people have it how they say, and they think God should make their lives a million times better. It wouldn't be what they think in their head. It wouldn't be like them, like, I'm going to go to the grocery store and God tells me there's going to be a robber there, so I'm not going to go to the grocery store. It would be, I'm a robot and this is going to be my life because it's been mapped out completely and I can't change a single thing about it.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about. Like, this is kind of straying away from the whole God topic and whatnot.
Oh, thank God.
But
Fucking chair.
I caught him with the mix. No, but do you guys believe that we have free will or there's destiny?
Yeah, I definitely think we have free will. I think it's a little bit of both.
So
I think
like
think at the end of the day, depending on what you do with your life, is the path that is like destined for you.
so you think based on our choices there is a road. It's just kind of like multiple forks. Like it starts
feel like- look,
it
I
starts
feel
with
like-
your birth here, and then as
Yeah.
you go down it, there's like a split. It's
there's
like you could have
a million different things.
yeah,
you can
yeah,
do.
It's like
You
you're
end
choosing
up
your
like,
paths.
You're rich,
Okay.
you're poor, you're broke, you're in
Okay.
jail, you're doing this, and just depending on your path.
I think-
That's your destiny.
I think you build your own road.
I think you make your own destiny. God just gives you the ability to do so.
Ooh, nice.
I feel like I can't say, but I feel like for everybody, God already plants the seeds for how to be successful and how to do something, and He just puts obstacles in the way too. But I feel like there is a way for most people, for a lot of people, to just go through the right path, and there is a possibility to go down the right path.
Yeah.
I also feel like, though, that at like what point does it take for a person to stray from that path, you know? So like, let's just say that like you could take a random person from the streets, whatever. They were destined to be like an engineer, a mechanic, you know, like someone like that. But they could live a completely normal life too, full of friends, happy family. But what does it take for them to stray from that path, you know? What does it take for them to break from that destiny and create something entirely new?
Yeah, honestly crazy. But yeah, so now back to the original topic of time travel. Ready? This is a little fun part of the episode. Ready? I'm gonna name some of the craziest shit that can help prove time travels, because I swear if anybody has ever time traveled, it's the guy who writes The Simpsons.
Oh,
I promise
because
you,
of his,
100%. If anybody's ever time traveled, it's that guy. I swear to God. I swear.
So
it's
do you
him.
think? Hold on. So do you think he's from the future and he came
Yes.
back to write the
I
Simpsons?
think he's from this current time, and he just knows how to go back and forth.
No.
Like he?
No.
You think? Hold on. Wait.
This
So
is
do you
all
think he has?
hypothetical. I don't actually think it's a time travel.
Okay.
I just think the shit he's done is like fucking crazy, like evidence over time.
Okay, but let's just say he could time travel. Do you think he inherently has the ability to time travel,
No,
No.
I don't think
or it's
anybody has
a
that
machine?
ability. I think the only way to time travel is through science.
Mhm.
That's the only way I think you can
Yeah.
time travel. But let me just show you guys some of the evidence. Some of you guys might already know this, might not. But there's the most obvious one, which was the 9/11 poster, the 9/11 magazine.
Mhm.
You guys know? Do you know about that one?
No,
So,
I don't know anything about anything that the Simpsons.
yeah.
has.
So the daughter of the Simpsons, she's reading this magazine, right? And it's before, this was in like 1993, 1994, something like that. She's reading a magazine that says 9 cents, and right next to it are both the Twin Towers and a plane.
Mm.
So it says 9/11 and then a plane. So people saw that shit and was like, or whatever at the time the 9/11 happens. They go, what the fuck is going on here? Like, they looks exactly like the 9/11 stuff. And there are a couple other ones. I don't know
Trump
if you,
being president.
the Trump escalator thing, where Trump is, there's a scene in 2001 in The Simpsons of Trump going down an escalator waving, and he literally recreated the exact image of that in 2000 when he became president.
Yeah.
Well, that
That could just be him seeing that
Yeah.
and being a fan of The Simpsons, right? And then there's another instance where it was 1990 something, and there's the two shows, right? There's this guy who has tigers and stuff like that, and The Simpsons predicted that this specific tiger would attack this guy, and then in 2002 or 2001, the tiger attacked the guy, the same fashion that The Simpsons predicted it. So there's been plenty of other instances. I'm just saying, like, what do you think? Would you believe it if somebody told you that The Simpsons
I
guy
would
is actually from the
Probably.
future?
100% believe
I would
that.
believe it.
Yeah, I believe it.
I would believe it.
I could.
If
see
it
100%.
is, if that is the case, I feel like he would have been like from the distant future, and
Yeah.
like maybe he was like a child when he time traveled or something,
Mhm.
but like he had a piece of history with him, like
Yeah.
so he had information.
I just feel like that the crack cocaine they give him was just something else.
That-
allowed
that
He's
could
awoken
also
his
be
third
the
eye.
case.
That could
crack,
also-
he's found his third eye opening.
crack cocaine.
He can just read
I don't-
body language to
it's-
the point where he knows what's going on in the
It's
world.
probably just a coincidence. It's nuts.
I mean, honestly, I think the
but-
crast one is the 9/11 one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I think that one
insane.
is just really hard to
Mhm.
explain as to how that.
Yeah, he definitely can't explain that very well.
This is freak luck. You should play the lottery after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
Fuck, you need to play the lottery for. He made The Simpsons.
To win the lottery and know the numbers.
So so
No, right, but all I'm gonna say is that like with that many like good like correct strokes, how can that just not be a coincidence?
I don't know.
man.
I really don't
think
know.
It's crazy.
I mean, like you're a time traveler. Can you tell us?
Huh?
Huh? Why are you supposed to say that, Mike? Fernando.
My apologies.
All right, what were you saying, Kayshawn?
teleportation.
What?
So I don't know if any of you know about quantum physics.
I still want to get into one more time travel theory.
Okay,
think
you
I
do
wanna-
you do that before
I
I.
want to say something about it as
Yeah,
well.
you guys do that
No, you
before
don't.
I start
Kind
explaining
of.
quantum
Is
physics.
yours quick?
Let me just.
Mine is gonna
go-
fuck you guys
go,
up.
You go first, and then I'll.
Mine
do
is gonna
what I
fuck
have
you
to
guys
say,
up.
'cause
Okay,
it's a little
don't ask.
different.
Don't think about asking too many questions, right? So, do you guys know who Nikola Tesla is?
Yes.
Do you know who Nikola Tesla is? So basically, the guy. So you know how every time in history,
Everything Edison did.
yeah, you learn in history. This one guy did it, and then later down the line, you learn, but this other guy did it first, and he actually did it better. But this other
Tesla
guy
did.
it.
Tesla did every. He was
Tesla-
so nice about everything
Tesla was
too.
literally probably the smartest man of his time,
Yeah.
ahead of Edison, in my opinion. And
Whoa.
he came up with all this stuff, and Edison basically just said, "I'm gonna copy that, but let's make a law about copyright so I can actually own it and take all your shit."
Yeah, there was. This,
I have heard about that.
There was
yeah.
this thing where Tesla was like cool with like people experimenting and shit, and like
Yeah.
he was gonna copyright something, but like he didn't
Yeah.
want to interfere with what someone
He didn't
else
want to
was
stop
doing.
the advance
yeah,
of science
because-
he was a man of science. So, anyways, now that we're with Tesla and you know who Tesla is, you guys all know who Tesla is, right? So apparently he was working on a bunch of new contraptions like time travel and like quantum physics and dark matter and stuff like that. And he was getting close to cracking the code, but he got sued, and this guy named John took most of his stuff and took all of his notes because he said it wasn't important and it didn't sustain any availability or valuable. It wasn't valuable at all. So he took that, he lost the case. You know the story. Tesla loses all of his fame, loses his wealth, loses everything, and he pretty much becomes somebody who dies only to become famous throughout history after his death.
yeah.
Now, allegedly, he had all these notes, and he he had literally everything. He was pretty much almost gonna close to cracking the code, right?
Okay.
And then he got his shit suit, and then bam. So then this guy John passed the notes to his nephew. You guys want to know what John's last name was?
What?
Trump. I don't think it's 2 and 2, but you want to know who his nephew was? The Don himself. So at that point, this is something I believe because that's actually facts. Like John, like his notes are actually passed out in the will when John Trump died to Donald Trump. A lot of people speculate that he figured out time travel, and that's why he became the president of the United States. This is where
Wait, hold on. How would time travel help him become the president?
Because he
Information.
knows. Right? Did he become the president?
Yes, but I'm
then
saying
you don't know. If he does know, we don't.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. I believed up to the point. I think the guy who has all the evidence and stuff like that. Like, here's the evidence, and then you can tell he's a conservative that goes way off the right field.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he goes, Donald Trump is our savior, and he knows what to do with the world because he knows this and that. So I just thought the theory was crazy because the fact that they're so interconnected, the fact that the Trump family is so like into history, and like actually fucked over Nikola Tesla for that. I just thought it was absolutely insane.
That is nuts.
I thought it was crazy in my mind.
Jesus.
They need a car after him though.
Honestly.
Hey, what were you saying at?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't remember which one of you said it. One of you said, like, you don't think it's possible to time travel without science. I think you said it.
No, he said he thinks the only way to go.
Yeah.
is with time, yeah.
So, I feel like that might not entirely be the case, but, like, I don't believe that superpowers exist, but I don't think that it's not possible for them to exist.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I feel because it's really hard to explain because I watch a lot of sci-fi and stuff like that, like, and like The Flash is like a really big example of this. Like, some scientist could build something like so magnificent, like that it's going to do something, but he could like accidentally colossally fuck it up, and like that could like propel like people to mutate and like be able to do like insane things. I don't think it's that. I think it's like a really insane concept, but I don't think it's that.
I feel like for a
far-fetched
human
to be
being to be
impossible.
mutated to the point where they can time travel, it would have to be the fact that their reality is always shifting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that person mentally is always going to be fucked up. Because they wouldn't know what's real or what's not. Because they could be like, I'm going to step here. And then you're like, oh my God, wait, what about here? I can like, and then who knows? Somebody who could do that could probably accidentally merge two realities together and just end our existence.
That, but like I said, I don't think they exist currently, but I don't think it's impossible for them to never exist.
Right.
Yeah.
If parallel if parallel universes existed, think of one right now. Get an idea of a parallel universe in your head right now.
Yeah.
Right. Which one did you think of?
Elon Musk being on that chair.
Ant?
You know my answer, bro.
Yeah.
Mike?
Kanye West being our president.
Oh my God. Horseface, what do you think?
What about you?
No clue.
What? No, you gotta come up with something.
What's under that mask?
Probably like just having shit that happened in this world that it just doesn't happen.
That's fair. Like events major events that happened, but like they didn't actually happen. For me personally, it's kind of like I would always want to go to an alternate reality, but to meet myself in that other reality. Like I know that obviously through theories, people are like meeting yourself would be bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The theory is that you meet yourself, and that would screw up something in either your timeline or theirs.
Yeah.
But I think it would be really cool to meet an alternate version of myself.
I think it would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. I think
You're gonna get hit with D4C.
What's that?
Oh, that's a JoJo stand.
Oh, shut up.
Oh my goodness,
So-
I can't believe you. Part 7 reader over here.
So wait, hold on. If like for example, let's just say
God, Fernando's gonna have a field day with that one.
let's just say I
sound
went
like-
to an alternate universe, right? An alternate reality, but the alternate reality is we're all female, the five of us.
God.
I want to go there.
No.
I don't want to go there.
I wanna go
I
there.
don't ever want
I
to
wanna
see
go
me
there.
I don't
there.
wanna go there.
I want to go there and roast my other self and leave.
You'd hurt her feelings.
No, what is wrong with you?
How could you do that? to
No
yourself?
consideration.
She couldn't handle it.
Get some balls.
Top tier joke. Top tier joke. Top tier content. But like, what if there was like an alternate universe where superpowers did exist?
I think.
That could exist.
What power do you think you would have?
I feel like if alternate universes do exist, then superpowers 100% exist.
Well, what would your power
Is
be?
that-
Or what would you want it to be?
What I want it to be?
Yeah. In that alternate universe.
I feel like teleportation is fucking like the way to go.
That's a basic answer.
You know what? No, I changed my answer. I'm gonna be that kid in the playground. I'm gonna be able to take everybody else's powers.
Shut the fuck up.
I was gonna
No,
say
you
that.
don't have-
I'm really
I'm
mad
gonna
that
have
you
a
said
feeling
that.
power.
I'm mad
I
that
am
you said that
that
because
Timothy.
I want to do that.
That's
I
crazy.
am that Timothy.
I
Get
think.
out of here all for one.
What about you?
I don't know. I honestly feel like being happy at this point is a superpower, so I'll go.
That's
with that.
To be honest,
Look at this guy, a visionary. Look at this guy.
Horseface, what about you?
You'd be a horse.
I'd have a stand.
I'd have a stand. He has. Nando's definitely gonna edit a stand behind.
Star Platinum. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I just started part 3, but we're not gonna talk about that because
Oh my
you guys
goodness.
fucking
We're gonna have a
suck.
field day.
I personally think because now I can't say that. Fucking dickhead. Stupid
Say what?
Fucking dick. I was gonna say that I would be the kid who takes everybody.
Ha
else's,
ha.
You could say being a porn star.
I definitely think I would have some really villainous shit.
Being a
can't
porn
really-
star.
So, is that a villainous ability? It's
It's villainous how much pussy you get.
All right, and on that note, that ends the 6th episode of the 0 to 100 podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in next week. Who knows what we're going to talk about? We could be talking about your mom, your dad, your uncle, your auntie. Let's go. See ya.
wait. I'd be a hero. No, I wouldn't.